Who killed Heather?
Whoever she pissed off. Like, besides me. Like, whoever she blew the whistle on.
Whoever she pissed off that wasn't me?
No, not me. No, I mean, like, not me. No. That's not what I mean. The guys that she's been screaming and yelling at would be a good guys to start looking at.
This is Shannon McCarthy. In late June 2023, 47-year-old Heather Shepherd disappears from the Florida home she shares with her girlfriend Shanon. Heather's daughter grows concerned and reports her missing. When family members try to check on Heather, Shanon refuses to let them inside the house. She claims Heather left on her own. A week later, detectives arrive at the home to investigate Heather's disappearance. What they find turns this missing person case into a homicide investigation. Shannon McCarthy is taken to the station for a formal police interview. Investigators discover Shanon is out on bond for a previous battery charge involving Heather, and that Shannon's sister Hailey is also missing. Detectives want to know what really happened inside that house.
Hello, ma'am.
How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you? Not that great.
I'm starving.
Say again?
I'm starving and I haven't eaten all day. Yesterday with, well, I mean, not to death, but I haven't eaten all day, so.
Okay. Well, I'll try to get you something to eat. How's that sound? Does that sound pretty good?
Yeah, or just a soda or something, like some sugar. My blood sugar levels, like, because I'm like hypoglycemic, I think.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I got an allergy to gluten.
You have an allergy to gluten?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I can't eat a lot of things. People are like, oh yeah, I'm like, it's in everything, look.
Yeah, no, it is. You're right. I think I
have celiac.
Oh, okay. So it's like it really messes you up with it.
Yeah, it causes physical pain and like
okay. All right.
migraines and stuff.
Well, I think I have some grass-fed beef sticks in my desk, so.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, I don't think there's any gluten in that, so I think I can probably get that over to you.
I could manage.
You can handle one of those? Yeah. Okay. I can get one of those for you, and I'll even see what I can do about a Coke. Okay.
Awesome.
So
what's going on?
So that's what I'm getting to. I just want to introduce myself first. So I'm Detective Saunders, and this is Detective Mahan.
Right, nice to meet you guys.
And you are?
I'm Shannon Lee McCarthy. I'm the owner of the house.
Okay. All right. I apologize. It's taken me so long to get to you. I know that you've been kind of held for a while.
I understand you guys have a lot of crime going on. I've seen the news.
Yeah. There's a lot going on. So I don't want you to ever think that we're sitting up there, chewing the fat, ignoring.
No, I want you to find out because my sister has been missing, but she's special needs, and this has just been an ongoing chaos of like crazy town, and this has been going on and on. Me and this girl going back and forth. I've known her since 3rd grade. I didn't realize she was so crazy.
Okay.
Like I don't know what she's moved out and out of my house probably like 10 times.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, and we're fighting, and it's like, hey, I got in trouble, and I did my time, and I went to, and it was like, hey, I got to take anger management, and I got to take the task evaluation. I was like, I surrendered my guns, and was like, yep, I understand, just trying to comply, and we have a non violent contact, which I went and had a lawyer have it notarized and said, we both agree to this, that this is a non, but since I've changed my locks 3 times.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my sister is a 32-year-old adult with special needs, but she's not as dumb as everyone thinks she is because she plays that. And then I've seen her do stuff where you're pretty good with that kind of stuff. And I'm like, but she's been supposedly involved in these sex trafficking, organized crime things, and Heather's been like. She used to work at the strip club up the road, which is not that far from my house. You could probably walk there if you wanted to.
Cocktails
And SOS, and I'm not sure. Like me and her we've known each other since 3rd grade.
Sure.
So it's like we had a lot going on. Our moms kind of both raised us and messed up. She just goes, I'm sorry, Mom. You can be like them, or you can be like us.
Yeah.
You were the good guys. We chose to take the higher road. And I was working for her, and I didn't realize that she had such a drug problem. Like I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Because I'm not in that world.
Okay. All right. So I want to talk to you, and I want to ask a lot of questions. About that.
Go ahead, because I have head injuries, and she got into a altercation with me because she slammed me against the wall because I was trying to keep her from leaving Wednesday.
Okay.
Because she was drunk and she doesn't have a license, and I was like, you're you don't have a license and insurance now. I've had DUI, so I was like, it's not a game.
Yeah, it's not fun. That's
no, it's not. With. I got in trouble a lot. That's why.
Okay. So I have this form. It's an information sheet which you can read, and I'm an open book. I'm not here to hide anything from you. I'm gonna go over your basic stuff: name, alias, address, phone, employer, and then I have your rights form. Right. I'm gonna go over this with you. I know a lot of people kind of freak out with Law and Order. They're like, "Holy shit, I'm under arrest."
Right. Am I being arrested or like?
No.
Okay.
No. I am reading Constitution. No. Let's just hang on. So
thank you. Sorry.
No, you're fine. The Supreme Court of the United States has determined that these are the warnings that have to be read to you if there is a custodial interrogation, right?
Okay.
Which means if there is a person who feels like they don't have the ability to leave. So from my perspective, you're brought here in a police car, right? You're in a room with a closed door in a police station. You had to walk through 2 or 3 different doors to get here. Right?
Yeah, I'm familiar. I've got quite a few run-ins. That's why I was freaking out because I was like, "What is now?" Like,
no, I got you.
I'm still like questionably being on probation for the fight we got into that. No. So I kind of let her beat me up.
No,
I was like,
yeah. So I think all of your concerns are justified, but from my point of view, I never want anyone to ever feel like their rights have been violated. I always. So
it's not like the Miranda. You're just.
No. These are your Miranda rights, but I'm just explaining to you that just because these are being read to you, you're not under arrest.
Okay.
The end of tonight is not decided. I'm just going over this with you, just so you're aware of the Miranda warnings before we talk. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
I'm that's what I haven't eaten all day. I'm just kind of like my brain's not processing.
Okay. Well, I'll see if I can get somebody to get one of those beef sticks so we can try to get you on the right path here. Okay.
That would be amazing.
All right. So for place, I'm just gonna put Police Memorial Building. That's the name of the building where we're at. Okay?
Yeah, I redid we did the deck coating when I used to do work for waterproof safety specialist, and the guy, matter of fact, the guy I used to work with that company, he was in trouble for I have a 5-year restraining order against this guy. This about to be up. Well, because she told on him, and she had my sister over when they lived in Springfield, and I said, "There's something not right about this whole situation." And I was working with the guy, and I just wanted to make sure, I'm not jumping into conclusions and calling the guy. Just especially if they had a relationship that she's ashamed of that I don't know about.
So, can you read, Shannon?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, can you read this top line just out loud for me?
You have the following rights under the United States Constitution.
All right.
Shannon has read her Miranda rights.
So, who all do you live in that house with?
Okay. It's my house, and I allowed my to stay with me, but my sister's the only one that lives there besides me and her.
Okay.
Heather's just been kind of staying, but she keeps coming and going, and every time it's like worse and worse, and then it's like, okay, better, and then, I don't know if she's told my sister, like, if they're gonna get, they've got some kind of cahoots thing going on, because she did this stuff, like, before with another person, and she's like sexual deviance kind of thing going on. Ooh. She was like trap house and like Russians, and Heather's chasing Filipinos. We went to the church and we were like, "Hey, do you know anything about this? Can I come up there and look in this room upstairs?" And my sister comes early to help you. Like, I busted her breaking out of the house at 3:30, not breaking out, but like leaving at 3:30 in the morning. And I was like, "Hey, where are you going?" Because she used to work in Springfield and she'd catch the bus at 5:45. And I was like, "Man, you can't go out there, man, girl. Get back in the house. It's 3:30 in the morning. Where are you going?" And she's all like, "Oh, I gotta catch a bus," and all this like just nothing's consistent. It's like the stories are like so I'm just like, without her around me, like I couldn't even talk to the cops. Like, she would just. I was like, I'm the one talking to the cops. Like, you sit over there and shut up. Yeah. Like. Not like in that context, but she wouldn't let me get a word in edgewise, and I feel like she's fabricated like 50 to 80% of maybe part of this, and that's why I said you can't go around calling people baby killers. Like, my sister had a boyfriend in the back, they've been prostituting her out because I kept finding all this stuff. She has no concept of money. Mm-hmm. She's like a kid, like she's 8, but she likes the attention. No attention, good attention, bad attention is attention. I was like, this isn't the kind of attention you need. Like, but I can't. I have to ask the cop to go, what can I do? I can't, like, chain her to the bed. Or, you know, I mean, she's not a prisoner, but I'm also, like, she was letting these guys come in the house. I kept finding all this weird, before Heather was involved. Mm-hmm. And I'm going, because we were on different shifts. My sister's, we're night and day. I'm a night person and she's a day person.
Okay.
And she gets up real early, like I said, that her and Heather have been like she's been following her around like a little puppy dog. I'm like, this is, what am I, like, chopped liver? I'm the one that, like, worked my ass off and, like, gave you this house to live in. I didn't know. It's like, you're my sister. I don't have to, like, I'm not your mom.
Yeah.
So I think Heather was giving her, filling her head full of false stuff. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Awesome, my hero. Oh.
Cold water, and there you go.
That's better than nothing. Thank you. I was like, my stomach's in here eating it, so.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
No problem. All right, so when you dig into that, I'm going to go over this form. Okay,
yes,
so.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I keep cutting you off. I'm just, my blood sugar.
No, I got you. Aliases. You mean nicknames or anything like that?
I have my favorite pirate, which is like when I used to DJ, but I just do it for fun now because of all the drug.
What's your DJ name? My Favorite Pirate?
Yeah, MFP. My Favorite Pirate. That's like my email too. My friend was a screenwriter, and he gave me that nickname before, like, the movies came out, and like Dr. Johnny Depp.
Okay.
So I was like, I used to teach sailing and live on boats, so I was like, okay.
So what's the address? It was like, what's your phone number?
My phone number is. That's the other thing I get to about the phone. Mm-hmm. We were all working together, like. She has a cleaning business, so they got cleaning business, and they got landscaping business, and they do house, they do like a little bit of everything. Like her and the ex-boyfriends, they're all in cahoot. Like, I didn't know she even had a boyfriend, and then the ex-boyfriend, I knew that was the ex-boyfriend, but he comes in, he's the one that works for her, but they didn't know about each other.
Okay.
And I'm like, it sounds bad. Like,
what's his name?
His name's Jeff. That's the one that's coming by and banging on the door looking for her. The other guy is gone, and potentially all of them had a key at one point, because like I said, I changed the locks.
Okay.
And then Heather disappears and comes back, and my sister does the same thing, but like less. Like, my sister doesn't do drugs or alcohol, so.
Okay.
I'm all like, what are you doing? She's all like, like. Anyways, it's a long story.
So where do you work, Shannon?
I was working for Heather.
Okay, so you were cleaning stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were working together, and
what's the name of her cleaning company?
Job for this guy. His house was really nasty, and I don't know. They deal with prostitutes. She knew him from the strip club, and I'm just kind of like, I'm not liking the way this sounds. And she accused my sister of stealing stuff. I was like, sister doesn't really steal stuff. And then she'd go in there and flip her room, and she's like, what's this? And I'm like, I don't know where this stuff keeps coming from.
Yeah.
So it's like a whole, like, she's on 20 different kinds of medication. This is Heather. Mm-hmm. Not to mention, I didn't realize that her boyfriend and her were obviously functioning addicts. I didn't realize until I go into their house and was like...
Lots of huh?
Yeah, I was kind of, like, threatened to call the police on them because they were cooking meth.
Oh,
and
wow.
I was like, whoa, this is not good.
What's your date of birth?
Well, when I was doing the millwrights, because I'm in the union also, I'm like a welder. Mm-hmm. My mom died, and I came back to take care of the situation that my mom and sister were in, and it just keeps getting worse.
Okay.
But her guy that was working for her, he'd come by every morning, he'd be banging on the window. I was like, man, he come by my house banging on the window like the police. So what's that about? Like, why does he come by every day? And she's like, oh, he needs this. It's like, I could never get a straight answer out of her. It was just like, okay, so this happened, what was the date? I was like interrogating her. And like, so anyways, the guy come by and he's getting the oxys every day, and that's the guy who called missing, and that's who's been looking for her.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, well, the other boyfriend's looking for her too, but he hasn't come by the house. He knows where he's been to my house.
Okay.
And
So
the daughter and her boyfriend come over aggressively every time they come over, and I was like, listen, I feel like I'm being attacked every time you guys come over here. You start like barking at me. Where's she at? I was like, I don't know. She gets drunk. She takes some pills. I have no clue. And then she hauls ass. I said, as far as I know, they've been poisoning me. So I stopped taking the medicine. And this is the clearest. I've been sick. I've been literally puking the bowels like for months. So I stopped taking the medicine and was like, no, I'm not. I mean, they were like, oh, it's just stress and nerves. And I was like, no. Like, she said, she's trying to make up this crazy that, well, your sister's poisoning us. And I was like, because when they found my mom, they found methadone in her system. And, like, she couldn't walk. And she had progressive peripheral neuropathy. And I do, too. You know, nerves is kind of like MS and fibromyalgia combined. So the first thing I took her to my sister was there, and she just like, when my mom's laying on the floor, and my sister just goes to work, steps over, goes to work, no big deal. And then I get the call because the physical therapist came, and they're like, what the hell? I go, well, she's used to seeing her mother drunk like that all the time, and she's screaming and yelling. She was making my sister go to the liquor store every day and get her cigarettes, but like they lived in the hood, but she can't go to the grocery store. I was like, well, you've been running the streets of Springfield, you seem to make it okay. So I was like, this girl's playing me, because she manipulated. My ex-girlfriend was a special needs teacher, and she said, they will manipulate you as long as you, unless you catch them red-handed. That they were like, well, and he came to the hospital when they used to trade pain pills. So I was like, man, you guys killing me. Like he gave her, I don't know if he gave her the methadone, but Heather got my sister to confess that her and that guy and the girl that lived downstairs and the boyfriend, they thought my mom had life insurance policy, which she did, but it wasn't any good, and I knew that. And then I just played my cards close, and I was like, see how people were acting, because me and my sister are 12 years apart, and we have not had a relationship, so I didn't know what I was dealing with, because she's playing dumb, like, oh yeah, she's watching cartoons in there, like she's 4 years old, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, well, took her to church, got some new friends, socializing. They ever heard of that place called Ben's Place? It was for special needs kids. They do karaoke. Well, she'd go to work, and I'd have her, because the bus would let off there. I go, hey, you do karaoke, they feed you, you guys, you socializing, you got friends, and then the church, and I was all happy, and then I realized, I thought she's being, I noticed one day she got her hair cut. She got a mullet now, and I go, her hair was all the same length. I go, cut your hair? She's like, no.
So when's the last time you had any marijuana or anything? Was it like today, last night?
Last night. Okay. I took it to calm down because it helps me sleep, because I do it for pain instead of, pain pills.
How much? Was it like a bowl or?
It's just a little. Like, I do the edible sometimes. Like, it's just enough to, like, because I was taking ibuprofen like 3 times a day.
Yeah.
And they had me on, like, muscle relaxers and, like, hydrocodone, which when I was doing construction, I was like, man, I just want to go back the natural way, because they drug tested us all the time. Every job, and, like.
But how much would you guess? Like a bowl?
Oh, yeah, like maybe a hit or two. Like, so it's pretty potent.
What time last night, you think? Guess it's fine.
I'm not sure. Before I went to help me go to sleep.
What time do you usually lay down?
It depends.
Okay.
I mean, I lay down and watch TV. I'm doing my Netflixing and chilling and cleaning the house, and I'm not sure.
Okay. I'll just put evening.
Just to go to bed.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just put evening.
I don't like to get high.
What about what about gabapentin? Yeah, you mentioned that. Have you taken that recently?
I took one yesterday.
Okay.
I don't think I took one today because, I mean, I'm not prescribed them for one thing, but there's not a narcotic. But it helps with nerves.
Sure. Do you know how many milligrams or anything it is?
I don't know. It's Heather. She's got a bag of medicine, and I'm like...
Okay.
That's why I told her, because, you know, it's the middle of the day, you come back, you shouldn't be slurring your words and talking. I'm like, you know, she's talking, and I'm like, why are you so messed up? And so I kept just thinking to myself, like, I recognize these patterns of behavior.
Yeah.
I don't know if she shoots up.
Yeah.
I don't know if she does fentanyl. I don't know if they do fentanyl. I don't know if they're selling drugs. Because the way she would take off and go out, she'd be like, I'll be back in an hour. And then I don't see her for days. And I call, oh yeah, I fell asleep. Oh, I didn't charge my phone. And I'm like, okay.
For days, yeah.
Yeah, but then it's like, oh, okay, I'll message. She has another phone.
And
then my sister just got a free phone. Not a free phone, but because she's disabled, she got a phone. All the phones are in my name. And she's been like, I'm going to pay you. I'm going to pay you. I'm going to pay you. And then just like pay them the bare minimum to keep the phones on. But we got them all for work because mine was cheaper to have the internet and the phone for my sister than it was for me to have the internet and my phone that I had because I did Verizon. So her daughter, the ex-boyfriend that works for her, I think they have 5 lines.
Holy moly.
Well, that's why I said I'm getting foot with the bill here, and I was like, you know, there's something wrong with the story. It's like, you're going to take care of it tomorrow, and then never comes, and then we've been going back and forth to court.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, it seems like every time I'm going to go take care of this, you come back and sabotage everything, and I'm like, this is a pattern.
Yeah.
Like, I see it. I'm like, just because I don't say anything, like, I'm not trying to fight with it. Then she gets all, when I call her out, that's when I said, I've seen that pattern before, too, because that's like, you're getting called out for all the lies, because I'm like, you said this, you said that, because I DJ, I hear things, like, you know, just from, I don't know, like, I have musicians in the family, so I guess my ears are more trained than I realized, but it's just like, she repeats herself, and then she, like, the story never adds back up again, and then it's like, oh, well, you know, it's like, no, that's why I keep questioning you, because your story is never the same.
Yeah, never the same.
And then both of those guys are convicted felons, so I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I screwed up by letting them in my house.
Yeah. Do you drink any alcohol?
I did yesterday.
How much do you have, do you think?
I had a few drinks. It was 4th of July.
Okay.
My friend was going to come get me, and I wasn't feeling that great, and the boyfriend and the daughter came over and started threatening me. It's like, we want mom's stuff. And I'm like, you can have it. Have you seen her? I go, I haven't seen her. If you've seen her, I've been calling her. Now the phones are shut off because nobody's paying me to pay the bills with. So I'm like, going on to plan B because I'm in the union. I have a career. I'm not, you know, but I'm trying to keep my hands clean so I can keep doing that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. So were they just like beers or seltzers or something, just like celebrating the 4th?
I had a few, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm German Irish.
Yeah, no, I mean you're certainly allowed to. It's just one of the things on the 4th.
I'm just trying to. I was raised in bars and alcohol. That's not my thing. Like I said, that's why I got the medical card because I'd rather just. You know, you don't hear about stone people beating people up or robbing people. And,
sure, yeah.
Not that I know of it.
Yeah, but nothing today.
No, that's why I was off. That's why I was kind of like, I haven't eaten, I drank yesterday, so I feel a little bit hungover.
Yeah.
So.
Have you ever been diagnosed with any, like, mental health illnesses?
No, I got checked out. I've been.
Okay. Like, you don't see green men on my shoulders, and you know what year it is, and know who the president is, and all that? Who are they, you know? The
green men?
No, who's the president, yeah.
Biden,
and you know what year is it?
Yeah, 2023 bars last my check.
Yeah, no, it still is.
I wonder sometimes because I had head injuries.
Yeah. And
I have with the football players because I played soccer.
Concussions.
Concussions. They make a joke every once in a while, like people I've known for 20 years, like. And I've been talking to my godmother, and he came up with brother came over yesterday, because I had her stay over there with her because she was helping my sister before when all this was happening, like in 2007 or 2009. Before my sister, but my mom's been like, but she's not dumb.
Sister?
My sister. Yeah. She's not dumb. Like, she's misdiagnosed. I think she just has fetal alcohol syndrome.
Oh, okay.
And, like, has a slow learning disability, but, like...
So, I want to ask you about your sister. Where is she?
I don't know. She's missing. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
When's the last time you saw her?
Heather told me that they got into a fight. Like, she accused her of stealing, and then she was calm. She said my sister had some abortions. I go, don't you think I would notice? But she did get she gained a lot of weight quick in, like, the time frames. I'm going. My sister was last seen from me on Thursday.
On Thursday?
But, yeah, I went to sleep. She goes to bed. I didn't realize she was missing until Heather told me.
Okay, what time on Thursday?
I don't know. Like,
you saw
she goes to bed early, like 8 o'clock, or like dark.
Okay.
My sister's, like I said,
and she was at your house, right?
Yes.
Okay. What room is her room in your home?
In the center.
So, like, when you walk into the back door, there's, like, the kitchen, there's the hallway, there's that first room on the left, there's the other room that's kind of in the corner, and there's your DJ room, right?
Ours is in the middle, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, hers is the one that has the crosses and stuff everywhere, because she makes crosses and stuff for the church.
Okay, yeah, the one on the left, yeah.
I'm sorry, when you walk in the back door, hers is the first door.
On the left, okay, yeah. Yeah, I did find a little thing with a bunch of crosses. I was like, okay, that's
yeah. She's she wanted to become a priestess, and I was like, okay, well, that's when I said when I noticed her cut her hair. That's when I noticed. I said, "What are you doing differently?" Because I asked her, I said, "You cut your hair?" And she's like, "No." And I'm like, "Well, I'm looking right at you, and your hair's cut." So, and then she's like, I said, "Did it get in your way?" Yes, my sister's very easily manipulated.
So where would your sister, if she's going to go somewhere, where would she go?
She had, I got her to write down this confession. Not confession, but like, I didn't get her to write down. I told her, I said, I need a list of the names. Because when I sent her to go live with my godmother, that's when people kept coming by. I put a tracker on her phone. She disappeared. She left the house at like 1:30. I tracked the tracker. She left and then turned off the tracker. I was like, she did this before when I had a different number. So I got her a new phone. Dreads. I had a whole carload drive by the other day. I was like, Heather, you're causing problems, man.
Yeah.
She's driving by people's houses, like, screaming and yelling and cutting down the woods and saying they have babies back there. They thought they had a femur bone back in my backyard. I'm like, I can't make this if I tried. It was like, they came, they looked. I don't know what they did, but they came and took it. So I'm like, so Heather's got my sister talking about she's got babies back there. Her boyfriend, she got 3 different houses she's been going to.
Your sister's been going?
Yeah, behind me. And they're like pissed off. They went crazy. Like their lights were on for day. They used to have paper over the windows. But I thought they were like me because it's hot. It's like better than the blackout. I just bought this house. I can barely afford it myself. Nobody's paying me, right?
Yeah. No.
But she and Heather have been in cahoots, I think, ever since I got in trouble. And I brought my sister over to my godmother's house to be safe so I could figure out what was going on.
When did you do that?
It was before Heather and I got in a fight.
When did you guys get into a fight?
I want to say January. It's on the police report. The first fight we got into, we were fighting, and my sister was at my godmother's house.
Okay.
And I kept saying, something doesn't add up here, and you guys, I don't know what's going on, but I was like, so I got arrested because we got into a fight, and then she played like the victim, and I was like, so you're like a lot bigger than me and a lot stronger than me. Like,
Heather is?
Yeah, she's like solid, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, we got into a fight, and then we got back together, and there was like no violent contact. I had my godmother talking to my sister because she's a teacher, or she was a teacher, and she's more familiar with her like as a mom type figure because my mom was a mom to us. So she's like anybody that has kids, she's like oh, I get that motherly instinct. I'm like, I'm your sister. I don't know what to tell you. Give you a roof over your head.
Yeah. Where does your godmother live?
She lives here in Springfield.
Right in Springfield.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've been talking to her on the phone. I said I'm worried, and I'd be telling her the story, and I'm telling her what Heather's saying. I don't sound like I'm insane.
Mm-hmm. What's your godmother's name?
Shirley Thomas.
Shirley Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't call me Shirley. Shirley Thomas.
Mm-hmm. And we're both on the board of Women's Coalition of Labor Union for Women's Rights. We're both on the board.
Oh, you're on the board of Women's Coalition.
It's called CLUE. Mm-hmm.
CLUE.
Mm-hmm.
How does Women's Coalition of what?
It's Coalition of Labor Union Employment or something. Anyway, or I think it was a W at the end. CLUE S. I have one of her cards maybe in my wallet. They have it.
Okay.
I don't have my phone. Okay. Anyway,
Never
the
mind.
story about the phones is I haven't been able to get in touch with anybody because I haven't paid the bill because they did this. They've been doing this like every month, and every time they're about to get this, like I'm gonna make $10,000. I'm like, she's racking up the bill I've been paying for her gas, cigarettes, her boyfriend, cleaning products, rug doctor, et cetera, et cetera. And everyone's like, "Where's our money?" She's like, I'm about to get paid," and then she like disappears.
Yeah.
And that's just what she's done every month.
Okay.
Since November.
And this is your sister or Heather?
Heather. They're
okay.
together. My sister doesn't work. She's disabled.
What's your sister's name?
Hailey.
Haley?
Uh-huh.
It's Hailey?
Hailey.
Hailey. Okay.
She was working at a laundromat, and she's like been working there for 7 years, and the people call me all the time. "Hey, what's up with your sister? I don't know, she's acting weird." That's how I found out about the guy that had threatened to kill me. They made him turn in his gun, so that's good. Yeah, the 5-year restraining order, and that's why I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on here, but this is the only...
So has Hailey been living with you?
She's been living with me the whole way. She just disappeared like Thursday.
But you said when you dropped her off at Godmom's at Shirley's house, but back in January, she left and came back to live with you?
She came back to live with me.
Okay, and she's been living with you for a couple months. Okay.
She's been back for... She was with my godmother for 4 months. Like I said, she's been raising hell of them since.
So do you think Heather like kind of like looks out for Hailey?
I don't
No.
I think Heather just looks out for Heather is what I think.
So have you reported Hailey missing?
Not yet. Cause she's at wherever she was at before.
Where's the?
She disappeared for like. She disappeared. I don't know. She like took off.
When was that?
So according to Heather, she took off Thursday. But like she's been going to these people's houses. Like they went and tracked her phone back. And she's like been hanging out with these people. Like, are these the church people? Like, I can't get anybody to answer me. I just.
How do you track Hailey down? Like, do you still have a tracker or whatever on her? Or?
I didn't used to have to do that.
Yeah.
No, she's gone. She left, and the cop said, if a person doesn't want help, you can't make them get help.
And so the room with the crosses is Hailey's room.
Yep.
And there's the other room. Do you and Heather share that room?
We share the whole house. Like, she's come in, like I said, she's come in and taken over my house. All of our stuff's all mixed together. She comes in, and then there's random stuff that shows up, and I'm like, where did this come from? Okay. And it's just like, never... Oh, I got this from these people. Here's a bag of clothes. Because she cleans people's houses.
Okay.
But she just cleans people... She just works on the base. Right now is what she said. She lost some contracts. She's been trying to sue this guy, John. Oh, yeah. She was working at Bacardi with the guy she actually has an address to on her driver's license. That's Joey.
Joey. Okay.
Got Jeff and Joey.
Okay.
Joey and Jeff didn't know about each other, so I'm thinking, like, this has happened before, obviously, because...
Yeah.
Because...
Is she going steady with one of them right now, or...?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
What's y'all's relationship right
Or I knew about the ex-boyfriend. I didn't know, like, she was still living with her boyfriend. She was, like I said, her inconsistencies on craziness and story. She's taking 20 different medicines and this blah, blah. I was like...
Yeah.
Like, I can't... That's just crazy. You can't...
So when's the last time you saw Heather?
Friday. And
Friday.
I thought she came back to the house Saturday because she has another vehicle.
Okay.
It's a Dodge Journey, I think.
Okay.
I thought she came and got some stuff, but I was asleep. And I thought I heard her voice. I thought I heard her come in but the rest of her stuff's still there.
Yeah.
My sister would have been asleep if she was there, but she had the keys. I hadn't changed the locks on the door yet.
Okay. So you last saw Hailey on Thursday.
Yeah.
And you last saw Heather on Friday, but you thought she came back Saturday?
Yes. I thought I saw her in the Dodge Journey, which is the other vehicle. Because I took Jeff, he came by the house on Friday to come for them to go to work on the base.
Mm-hmm.
So then Heather said, I don't feel good, because I didn't realize she had got into it with Hailey.
Yeah.
And that's why I didn't know Hailey was gone until Friday. And I was like, well, where'd she go? And she's like, well, she'll be back. And I'm like, okay. And everyone's like, where's Heather? So I don't know. And then they're both gone. And I'm like, well, they must be gone together because they're both gone.
Yeah.
And they have Hailey's new track phone. And I got the bill, and I can't even call anybody because my phones don't work. So I imagine everybody's phone doesn't work.
Okay.
That's on the plan that they run or whatever that they put me on that I'm still holding the bag with.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just scared. I'm worried. I don't want to be involved in this crazy anymore. I'm just like, I just wanted it to stop, and I'm not the one. The kids keep getting involved, and they're like grown-ups, and they come over and they're like, well, she does this all the time, and then it's like, well, how long she was gone? It's like she said I'll be back in an hour. I was gone for a week last time she did it. So I'm like, whenever she gets done fighting with her other boyfriend, oh, he beat me up and comes over to my house. So what does that mean? You guys are out of drugs and money, and now you're over here hitting me up again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think is happening. That's why I was like, I don't know. There's just a lot of really weird things that have been happening. They're inconsistent. She was screaming and yelling at my neighbor. All of them.
When was that? All the time?
It just got worse here recently, like just before they went missing. That's why I was freaking out. Because I said, you're over here calling our neighbor's baby killer. Like, because, like, this guy supposedly had a relationship with my sister, and I was talking to the cops. I go, well, what can they do? And they go, well, you can't not let, she's an adult. And I go, okay, well then, if they're like, she let him in the house. She had several people in the house. They ate up like 2 months worth of food, and I was like, what happened in here? And we're like, I asked my sister, and she's just like, I was like, did you eat like 2 months worth of food in like less than 2 weeks? So I'm going, that's an awful lot of food since me and Heather have been here and you haven't been here, and all of a sudden all that food's gone. So I told her not to leave. The cops said just don't let her leave, but she's letting these guys in our house. I don't know how many, those guys live right, literally through my backyard. The fence is like trampled down. I'm like, literally. Yeah. So that she cuts all the trees down, about to screaming and yelling at him, baby killer! They're drinking. I'm like, can you stop doing that? Because that's literally, I own the house. Like, these people.
Does Heather contribute anything to the home? Does she buy anything? No.
No.
It's just you.
Yeah.
Okay.
My sister was getting a check for her disability.
Yeah.
And my mother was overpaid. Mm-hmm. So they completely stopped her check. So I was like, I'm tired of people acting like I'm living off my sister. So I was like, I hadn't done my taxes, haven't taken care of that. didn't do it on purpose. My sister was making a little money when she worked. She was working at the laundromat she worked at for 7 years, but she quit. That's when I'm like trying to figure out like what really happened, because this is when Heather comes into the picture. My sister was dating a guy from the Ukraine, and his sister has a transportation system, so she's like just fabricating, oh, they're transporting little kids, and I said, you have no proof of that. They're probably actually trying to help people, like,
yeah.
Because I was in a church. We did missionary work. I taught Vacation Bible School. You know?
Yeah.
Like we helped build people's houses.
Was she on social media at all? Instagram, Facebook, anything like that?
She deletes everything out of her phone. I've been working on this for 4 years with her. I was like, I didn't know her level of intelligence, because my mom stuck her in like special ed because she thought if her IQ was over 48 that she would get less money for her Social Security check, and I go, no, that's not how that works, because my stepdad was married to a lady who's like workforce innovation for special needs and handicap, or the deaf and blind out of St. Augustine and stuff like that. So I'm just like, it's not, I don't know. I'm overwhelmed. I've been trying to save my sister since I was 12. But like I said, with Heather and her boyfriend, who's a hacker, I was like, you're not making me feel any better, guys. Like, I'm out of money. I'm left holding the bag. My sister's gone. I'm feeling like you guys have just worked me over. So, like, my best thing to do is, like, turn 180 and get away from me, people, and change the lock. That's why they were like, hey, change the lock set. I go, I didn't. I'm not scared. I mean, I'm scared, like, scared of them, but, like, not scared of, like, somebody trying to kill me or, like, break in my house.
Why are you scared of them? Did they ever threaten you with a weapon or anything like that?
No, but I'm scared of them, like, what they've been doing to me. Like,
yeah,
they've been being harassed. Not
taking advantage of you, sounds like.
Taking advantage. Let me say scared. I'm definitely being taken advantage of.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm, like, in negative account, so I'm like, did they hack my accounts? I'm like, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm freaked out, because, like, I've never had this.
Yeah.
I've never had. I mean, I have had these kind of people in my life, but I thought they were just people like my mom, and I got away from them, and I realized that there's a lot of these people out there.
So what's on your front porch?
I don't know. That's Heather brought, and the kids brought back.
What do you mean, Heather and the kids?
Her ex-boyfriend came over. I don't sit on the front porch. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
I don't sit out there. I don't smoke cigarettes. I'm inside.
Okay.
Usually listening to music or watching my Netflix or playing on my phone.
Okay. Have you noticed, like, an odor or anything?
Yeah, I did. And I thought it was a dead rat. There was a potted... Heather did this last time. She put... we had stuff in the grocery store. Hamburger meat, cheese, butter. It was in the back of the truck. I smelled it for... I smelled it for a week.
Mm.
I was like, what is that smell? Something's dead.
Yeah.
And that's the bucket that's sitting there. And I thought it was just coming from that because the wind changed and it was garbage day. Okay. Everyone's like doing the 4th of July.
Yeah.
I don't eat meat very often. Okay. So it's not my...
What do you usually eat?
Like I eat vegetables, salad. Like I said, I had to go like all organic and gluten free to figure out what was the problem.
Yeah.
Because it's from doing like antibiotics and stuff.
What kind of car do you drive? You drive the Subaru?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's your car. All right.
Like I said, she got another car. I don't know if it's in her name or not.
Heather?
Mm-hmm.
What 2 cars does she have?
Well, they're not in her name, I don't think. But the truck, that Toyota, the one that her ex-boyfriend's driving around, the current boyfriend's truck.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
the ex-boyfriend's driving in the current boyfriend's
Jeff
truck.
and Joey. Joey and Heather and her other kids live in another house over there off of 3rd. I showed the police a picture of it's like off of, it's not a great neighborhood.
Okay.
But they live over there all together in one house. And I thought, okay, so you were running from one problem to another. You came into my house the first time and was like, bam, and like never left. So I was like, what are you trying to do here? Like, move in? I tried to move in and take over and take my sister's check. Mm-hmm. And that's why I stopped the check. And I was like, she doesn't have any money, and now I'm out of money, which I have a pension and 401k and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, I've been totally targeted. Yeah. And then she kept saying, well, if something happens to you, this came up from Heather. She's like, if there's something happens to you, I'll take care of your sister. And I was like, okay. And she's like, well, if you go to jail, if something happens, because we had that fight back in January where I went to jail, and then she's like, well, I'll pay your house payment. I just need the information. And then the same thing with my sister. She asked us twice, and I was like, you don't need to be on my mortgage. Like, yeah. What are you trying to do here? Like, why would I was like, my stuff's already auto pay. I don't need you to help me with my bills. Like, if anything, you've helped me not with my bills.
Yeah. Okay.
And she's done this to everybody. The guy Jeff and Joey, mm-hmm. They said she's done the same thing. She racks up their credit, screws them up, and then like is in debt, and now they're like living paycheck to paycheck working for her. She supposedly rear-ended this guy too and was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to jail. I need $4,000 cash. I go, why don't you use your insurance? Oh, well, I let it lapse. I go, you told me this every month. You let your insurance lapse and you've lost your license every month.
Yeah.
So then this guy wants $4,000 cash. I go, nah. I was like, so I'm not going to give you $4,000 cash. I'm not the one that rear-ended the guy.
Yeah, no.
But that's what she was trying to get at. And then it was like and then she got paid, and then she bought her daughter a car, and the stories.
Does Heather know that you know about all these boyfriends and stuff? Like, does she tell you about, I went and saw Joey or Jeff?
No. I think she knows about Joey because the sons, they thought they were going to get her in trouble and get her kicked out of my house when they told on her. They told the ex-boyfriends about each other. And then that's how I figured out about the current boyfriend. I was like, like, how many other boyfriends does this girl have? I mean,
when did you find out about them?
A while back ago. I mean, we all met each other and hung out, and we were like, it's cool, like, but it's good to know we're dealing with a compulsive, like, psychopath liar.
Yeah. So were you
all of them are like that, though. Like, they're all good at lying, because as soon as I go to say something to the guy Jeff, who's got the truck that works for us, or works with us currently, he goes to, oh yeah, she doesn't really do that kind of hard drugs, and I go, well, every time I mention that, you go, oh yeah, she doesn't do that. I go, how do you? You don't know. You know. You guys don't even know about each other. Like, and he lives with her mom and daughter sleeping on the couch over there. So I'm like, like he was gonna come stay at the house and fix stuff. Like she was supposed to help me with the flooring. Mm-hmm. She tore up my bathroom. Like they just keep breaking stuff, and I'm like,
yeah. So, okay.
They just keep breaking stuff and promising to fix it, and I'll pay. I'm gonna take. So the first time I let her have some money, she did pay me back. But it's like I've only gotten paid a little here and there. She'll buy some food here and there, but it's like she'll go out and buy new tools.
So you're being run dry, basically.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm not cashing in my foot. I'm like, I was waiting for my reserve. No, that was my emergency. Like, get out of jail free card.
Hell yeah.
No, but I told her about it, and now she's like. She got mad at me because I was buying a motorcycle from this guy, and she got all pissed off about it. And like, I was like, well, it's not your money. It's not costing you any money.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of drug ring they got going on, and I don't know if they're prostituting either, but I have a feeling her and my sister were more involved than I realized together in this, because she's telling me one thing, and I'm asking my sister, and she's like, but she also tells me one thing, and I'll say, hey, did you eat that bag of chips? Yeah, and then I go find the bag of chips, and I'm like, I don't know, man.
So, You say you don't really go on the front porch. You don't go out there.
No, I went out there to secure the porch because somebody cut into the screen and unlocked. I asked her, I said, does this look like a little hole? Like someone poked a hole in it with the coat hanger and up the, the latch. Mm-hmm. So I said, and then between her ex-boyfriend that comes by because they live up the road, Jeff, the one driving the truck.
Yeah.
Coming by and stuff disappeared and new stuff appearing between all those. I'm like, where does all this stuff keep coming from?
Yeah. Between
my sister and her, and then she's like blaming her for everything, and my sister's just like. But then she said she put her hands on my sister because we called the cops, and then the cops were like pointing, or she was pointing over there at Heather, and she kept saying, "We're gonna go to prison. We're gonna go to jail." Heather was saying, "I go for what?" I'm like, "What did you do? Why are we gonna go to prison? Like, why are you freaking out?" Like, she was freaking out. Like, I said, "Why are we gonna go to prison?"
Yeah.
Like, what did we do?
Mm-hmm. So what were the circumstances today that led to you being detained? I know there were some detectives that were at your house.
Because they came and looked. The cops came. So I thought I was being harassed. Because they're like, where'd she go? Where'd she go? Like, I don't know. Where did she go? Every time she disappears, you guys doesn't answer the bed. She'll be in bed for 2 days. So I'm like, she's probably on a bender somewhere. Because if she's doesn't answer her phone and she's missing work, calling her, Heather, wake up. Hey, gotta go to work. We gotta go to work. And she's like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. And she's like, I don't even know if she actually had some of this. So this is like half of it's fabricated. That she actually, I went to the base and worked with her. And I worked with her on this guy's house. And she accused my sister of stealing stuff. And then they're like, oh, well, we found this. She was accusing my sister of stealing jewelry and a laptop. And I was like, oh, so you waited to invite us to have us come help you, and now all the stuff's missing. And I was like, okay, so did you find what was missing? Because he's like, well, the guy had ex-strippers or whatever come take care of the guy, broke his back or something. He can't really walk, so we went in there, cleaned up his house and his...
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
So what were the circumstances today?
Oh, the circumstances. I was trying to work on the porch. It's been so hot. I get sick. I was out there. I've been trying to do this for a while because they keep coming back. It's like a rotating door with them. They come, they go, they cause a big scene, then they load up all their shit, and every time they leave with more of my stuff. And then she gets in a fight with whoever, and then she comes back with all the stuff and just keeps... Ask the neighbors.
And this is Heather that's doing this?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's done it every time. I was like, you just keep doing the same thing over and over. This is the definition of insanity. And I was like, I'm not going to keep doing this with you because this is going to cost me my house. I don't know if they were trying to just take over the house and stay there as long as until they got evicted, like they did in the other house that they were condemned in, that they lived in at the beach at. Yeah. His name's Patrick something. But she was suing that guy, John Joe. He had at the Bacardi plant. Joey, who she currently actually address is attached to, over off 20-something, 301, 3rd something. Like I said, I took pictures of all this stuff because I was like, I can't keep up with all this crazy shit.
Okay.
But anyways, they just...
So when the detectives
I don't even know if they have insurance. The detective came over, the cops came over, the daughter and ex-boyfriend came over. They came and looked around. I was like, I don't have anything to hide. Come look around. They're like, okay, and then they're taking her stuff. They're steady taking her tools. This is the same stuff that she just stole back from him, that he supposedly pawned, that she wanted me to give him money for.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's not my lawn equipment. I don't care.
Yeah. So today when the detectives were at your house, what happened to lead to you being detained by those detectives?
They found something on the front porch.
Okay. Do you know what it was?
I have no idea what it is. Like I said,
okay.
All of our stuff's all mixed together.
Okay.
Mine and Heather's, it just keeps coming. And then she brings over and dumps it on the floor. It's just like I said. So I was trying to secure the front door because they couldn't do where the latch is.
On the door or the screen?
The screen.
Okay.
So I've been trying to like keep it that so they can't just like stick their hand in and open the door.
Okay.
Because I have tools out there too. I have like a I got a D-wall and stuff like out there on the porch, and she's come and brought stuff back. Yeah. I went out there today and was getting stuff off the porch and bringing it to the back so that they could come get the rest of her stuff because they came over there yesterday. Where's her mom? I'm like, I don't know.
When you were doing that, taking stuff from the front porch to the back today, were you walking through the house, or were you just walking out the screen door, like out the porch and just kind of in your like little driveway area?
Both. I was in and out. And it was just easier to go in the back because I was trying to. I put the little what do you call it, the clamp on it, and put a piece of plexiglass. I was looking for my self-tapping screws because they took a lot of my stuff. The ex-boyfriend and them, they just kind of like have been picking off my stuff basically.
Okay.
So every time they come in, they kick, and I'm like, that's not yours. Well, Mom has. And I'm like, yeah, she's got like 10 of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That one's mine. See my name on it?
Yeah. So in between Saturday when you last saw Heather, and Saturday, right?
Yeah, she came. I heard her. I was in the bed. I heard her voice. I was kind of already out of it. I didn't feel good.
Okay.
I heard her voice. It was nighttime.
Was she with anybody?
I thought she was with my sister. And then they were both gone.
And you didn't get up out of bed or anything to verify?
No. Okay. I didn't like go look because I was like, she'll come and go, and then she comes back 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I'm getting tired of this.
Yeah. No,
I was like, I can't keep up with you, and then you come back, and you're like, I'll be right back, and then you don't come back.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not very...
So in between Saturday and today, how many times do you think you've been on to the front porch?
Today, and yesterday.
Today and yesterday?
Because they came by the house, and they're like, give us her stuff, and I'm like, have it. Like, I don't want it, let's have it. Like.
And you were on the front porch?
I went on the front porch a few times. Okay. But I don't stay out. I don't smoke. I just got this. It was like, here's all the power tools. Here's everything that's worth any value. Here's a laptop. Because they were very like, meh, meh. They do this every time they come.
So what if I told you that what was on the front porch today was Heather?
Are you f***ing me?
No.
Is Hailey?
I don't know where Hailey is.
Hailey's on the front porch too? Are you serious?
And I need to find Hailey. I need to find Hailey, so I don't know where Hailey is.
I don't know where Hailey is either. She left really... Oh my god, dude. I thought the guy was asking me if you had a dog, and I said, I was like, Heather has a dog. The neighbors have a dog, and she has a dog with the 2 ex-boyfriends. Because he was asking me about, and I was like, they have, dog comes over sometimes. I think I don't have a fenced-in backyard. Because he was asking me about, oh my god, what the f***, man?
And so part of the problem...
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
You want to get some water?
I don't know, I just need to breathe. What the f***, man?
I'm sorry.
Oh, we're supposed... My sister.
I want to find your sister. Your sister is not there.
I know she's not there.
I know.
She said she confessed to killing my mom with Heather. That she gave her methadone, and I was like, I don't know. There was questionable people involved in that too, and I was like, ugh. I had no idea what stepping in. I couldn't tell what that smell was because I thought it was from the food. And she brought some stuff over before, and she left the meat. I thought that was the wind coming from that bucket because I was scared to touch it because it was all swelled up before.
Yeah.
What the f***, man? God. What the f***? What?
So when
pissed off the wrong people, man.
Yeah.
She's her boyfriend and her make a mess. I don't know. Oh my God.
So when you were saying earlier today, when you were out on the porch moving stuff back and forth, you see you were kind of going through the screen door and going through the house and everything. How are you going through the screen door when she's laid out right there? Because we couldn't.
I stepped over it. I've stepped in it. Yeah, I've been stepping over it for 4 days, man.
But you never looked to see what it was?
No, I didn't look to see what it was. I wasn't done. I was still packing up all her stuff that they were like, we want this, we want that. And I said, okay, I've been packing up her stuff because she's got 2 households worth of shit that she keeps bringing back to the house. Okay. She's moved in and out of my house like 10 times. Oh my God.
So you're stepping over it. I mean, I've been up there. I was up there. The smell's pretty pungent.
I haven't been out there that long. I could smell it, but I couldn't tell where it was coming from.
Okay.
I just kept going, what is that smell? Like when I had the dead rat. I had a dead rat under my house, and I could smell it because it got fleas, and you could just smell it. It smelled like something was rotten, and I thought it was the bucket of meat next to the house. And what are we going to do about what? You want me to call my godmother to see if my sister's there?
Where's your phone at? Do the officers have your phone?
They don't have my phone. My phone's at the house plugged in. As I said, I keep saying my phone doesn't work, but she lives. I've been on the phone with her when it was working. I was calling her. I said, I'm worried. I was like, her and Hailey are gone. She said her and Hailey got into it. She accused Hailey of stealing, and she said she had 3 babies back there that her boyfriend gave her an abortion. I said, did they cut it out of her? He said, did they put something in her? I was like...
And Heather said that about Hailey?
Yeah, my sister, we called the police about it, and they were like... They went and looked, and they were like, no fresh graves, and then Heather's back there cutting down stuff in the backyard and screaming at these people, calling them baby killers and fucking child molesters and all this shit. And I'm like, those people have been gone. The house that was right behind me, I don't know if they're like still live there. Like the lights were all on and all the paper was pulled back from the window, and I'm like,
do you know any of the names of these Ukrainian fellows or anything that?
Yeah, I have screenshots of them on my phone. That's what I have a picture. I have a picture.
But do you know their names off the top of your head?
Okay, her boyfriend's name was Alex Michael. Or Alex Mikhail. It's like Michael. A lot of their names are Michael. And they own a bunch of the houses. She's been going over there. We went to the sister's house. We were supposed to have Christmas over there.
Okay.
And I had a bad feeling. I said, are they like his mom? Does she speak English? Because my sister was dating a guy from the church, the Ukraine. Mm-hmm. So I had no idea, and he didn't know, and I busted her. Because I said, hey, where's my sister? I've called him a couple times, and he's like, what do you mean? Like, I was like, is my sister with you? Because he drives. Mm-hmm. And my sister mentioned this black guy that's on the corner. His name's Greg. He's a black dude. He stands in the corner and waits for the girls. I've seen him do it. Says they dropped him off before, and I've seen these girls just come out of nowhere, like young girls. Mm-hmm. And Heather's like, hey, I'm doing this, and I was like, as long as they're doing it over there, not bothering me, like we're okay. But when they brought my sister and she brought these people into the house, then that's why I was like, you can't be having people coming in the house and you having sex and getting pregnant, and this is like a brothel, you know. I'm like, because I don't need to lose my house over this.
Sure, yeah.
And I really think that they've been working on getting me out of the way to take over my house.
You think so?
Yeah.
How? Like, how are they going to do that?
Because my sister is my only relative
Okay.
And it's my house, and I'm the only person on the deed.
Okay.
And if Heather, she come in and act like she's going to be Hailey's mommy, and she's following her around, she's never had that. So she'll go to like 32-year-old to like 4-year-old, 8-year-old mode real quick, and you're like she did when the police came. You know what she went into? What mode she went into? Petting her Jesus pillow and like goo goo gaga and kind of, and I'm like, that's why the cops are like, you can't help somebody that doesn't want help, and that's why I haven't like gone looking for her, because I was like, if she thinks she's grown and she wants to have a relationship with another adult, and they want to deal with that, then that's fine, because I'm just her legal power of attorney. I'm not her guardian.
Okay.
She's just my roommate.
Is anybody her legal guardian?
No, she is. That's why the cops said you can't do nothing. I said I can't keep calling the cops, and then like every time, if she's out here doing this on purpose, if she's out here going to have sex with people, I can't stop her.
Okay. So do you have any idea who would have hurt Hailey?
She told me, I had a picture, and it's either Alex's nephew or the actual preacher in the Baptist Russian church's son. And I got her to tell me, because I said, that guy looks like Alex's cousin, which is, Alex is the guy from the Ukraine that my sister met at church. So I thought they were happy-go-lucky kids going to church. And I'm, oh my God. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. She's been wandering the street. I have no idea. Like, I've been in a totally different world. I was working at Trader Joe's at the beach before this. My sister was working at the laundromat. And she'd be gone.
What laundromat was it?
A1A.
It's a long drive.
She doesn't drive. That I know of.
How would you get her? Are you taking her?
She was taking the bus.
She's taking the bus to A1A.
Yeah, so I'm like, she was working there before, and I thought, hey, be lucky you got a job. And she's like, unless you want to be sitting here watching TV all day. Because she's special needs.
Yeah.
But she's on the spectrum of, like, not 100%, like, I can't take care of myself. Yeah. She's high functioning, like Asperger type.
Okay.
So
sure.
I didn't know.
I gotcha.
I had no idea. I had no relationship with my sister until the past 4 years.
Okay. Well, I know you said that Heather uses drugs. Do you know what drugs she uses, or is it just?
Man, at this point, I have no clue.
No idea. Okay.
All I know is for a fact that I know her and her boyfriend did the math. And then I know for a fact that she was taking pain pills and giving them to the other boyfriend. And I don't know, she's got a bag of pills, and she was always like paranoid, locking them up in her truck and going places and doing.
Okay.
But this has been going on for 6 months. Like, she disappears and comes back, so that's why I haven't been like, oh, well, she'll be back.
Okay.
She'll be back. I'll be back in an hour, and she's back in a week, and I'm like calling her. Yeah. Sending messages on Facebook, messaging.
Yeah. All right, so let's do this. Can I snag a piece of paper from you?
Sure. Oh my God! How long has she been there?
I can't give you an exact time frame, but
Cause I went
a minute.
A minute?
It's more than a day.
Holy shit, dude.
So here, borrow my pen. Well, first off, do you have any questions?
Just about the vehicle. Her Subaru.
Okay, go ahead.
Which one?
Do you normally park your Subaru in that position?
I did that because of the boyfriend in the truck and the daughter coming by, and then I didn't know who broke into the porch, so I parked my vehicle that way to keep them, because I have no way of. That's why I was doing what I was doing to the front door, because they came in.
Secure the front door.
Yeah, I'm trying to secure the front door, because otherwise they just come in.
Mm.
She did this last time like 10 times. I don't know who cut into the screen. He comes with the truck. They're all this. Everyone's like, bah, 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 and I'm just like, go away. Here, take everything you need. I don't care what it costs.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, yeah. And this guy's been both of their boyfriends are convicted felons. Supposedly, she's got no license, but yet she's driving around. I'm like, well, how are you paying for all this stuff? Otherwise, I'm like, I'm the one paying for it. Or her current boyfriend's paying for it because his mom's rich, supposedly. But I'm like, if you guys are so rich, You take, like, even the Q-tips and, like,
Yeah.
you know, everything.
Yeah.
And I bought her all kinds of shit, and I was like, whatever, I've cut my losses. And then I was like, okay, well, we'll try to get this. We were supposed to go to the task together. We were supposed to go to rehab together because I was like, well, I had drank and I was hanging out with the wrong crowd. And then I didn't realize it was like right there in my house. Didn't have a clue. I thought, oh, this is great. We're all happy now. Because I've known her since 3rd grade. That I didn't keep in touch with her for like that long.
For a while. Okay. No. All right. So here, write down the boyfriends' names for Heather and Hailey.
Hailey's got like.
Well, just for what you can remember.
Okay.
We're gonna step out and look at something real quick, but yeah, try to write down their names of people we should look into and like addresses and stuff like that.
Well, I don't think that those are the people that would try to be hurting her, but I don't know that.
Okay, but just that way.
So Heather's boyfriends or Hailey's?
Both. Yeah, okay. I mean, you can write Heather, Hailey next to them or whatever. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. I'll be back in a second.
While detectives step out of the room, Shannon writes down all the information she can recall about the men in Heather and Hailey's lives.
Thank you for doing that.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm like living the same.
No, it's fine. I appreciate.
I've been keeping records of this since I first discovered it with Heather and I. How much truth there is to it, because I went around fact checking a lot of it with the Russian guys in the church they got going over there, and like over there the other Cedar Hills. They're part of the Russian. They're building another church over there. Actually, they're already part of it, but they had like a pig trough back there, and Heather was like messing with them. That's where that garbage can came from, and she was like, "Man, this is like body, remains in the fire, and like going over here and harassing these people, and this has gone on a couple of times." And I'm like, "I can't let you keep doing this."
Yeah.
And like I said, the cops are like, I didn't realize to the extent to it was till the other night or last week.
Yeah.
When she started screaming baby killers and cutting down their vines and yelling out, like literally camped out in the chair out back at night, like screaming, and I was like, "Get in the house."
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna get us shot.
Yeah.
Or all of us killed.
Yeah. Can't do that.
But I have about 20 names that I had.
Yeah, I saw the list.
No, I have more at the house. I'm saying I have more. I've been trying to document all this. So
what phone is yours? Is it an iPhone or is it an Android?
I have an iPhone and an Android because Heather, they broke mine, and I was trying to get the insurance money, and I couldn't get them. They were having problems, so I just took the iPhone because I bought it for my sister, and then she got a free phone. So I've been stuck with 2 phones. Okay. Not stuck. Well, I'm stuck with all the phones now. That's besides my problem.
So you have 2 phones?
Yeah.
Okay.
One's the iPhone and one's the Galaxy, because I can't make phone calls out unless I'm on the Wi-Fi from my Galaxy. I tried to have them the insurance thing, and they were like, "Well, the phone works." I'm like, "Well, it doesn't work when I leave the house."
What kind of phone does Hailey have?
I don't know. She just got it from the where the Dollar General is over here, where the police substation is downtown. Yeah. I'm sorry, point right over here. On my side of town, the substation off of Blanding.
Yep. Blanding and Wilson. Yeah.
That's right where she got it. As soon as she got it, she scooped that up and like hauled ass to her boyfriend's house. Not as soon as she got it. She had some information on there from her pimp. I just got her a new number.
Do you know where her boyfriend lives?
I don't know how many boyfriends she has. Yes, I do. I have his address.
Okay, what?
It's at the house. I'm going to have to come back in here and give you all the information that I have.
Shannon makes more wild accusations about Hailey.
I couldn't figure out what was going on until I was like, that's their way of paying her for the sex. But she's told detailed, not graphic details, but she's like, she's giving jobs at church, according to her.
At church?
Yeah.
Like Sunday mornings?
Yeah, this came out of my sister's mouth. Before choir practice. She told me that, and I was like,
wow.
And I'm like, well, I write down their names. It's because I went to the, they have the districts, so they have these other churches, and they have the kiddos. My sister shouldn't be in the choir room if she's not in choir. And, like, helping out with the sound check, I go, well, she's not that tech savvy, is she? But she's been...
Yeah.
So I said, they said they were making these boxes for the kids that don't have... I said, that's nice, that's cool, whatever. And that's where she wanted to become a priestess, so that's where all the crosses are from. I was like, cool, yeah, here's a Kindle, here's the Bible, have at it. And then I thought something weird was going before, and I've been to her church a couple of times, and I liked the sermon, the people were nice, but they were, like, a lot older. And my sister had this paperwork from the church that was, like, possibly money laundering, possibly a donation because of the Filipinos and the Russians. I don't know, but Heather kind of blew it really out of proportion. And then she took the flash drive that's encrypted, that it's in Russian. I have it if you guys want, if you want to look any further into that.
Yeah.
Because that's the only people that I could think of that would actually want them.
Where is that? It's
at my house. I hid it.
Okay, where?
I hid it in my room.
Okay.
I can bring it to you. I tried to give it to the police and the FBI. They're like, call the local police, and I was like, we did, and they laughed at us. This was back in December, and I was like, so then I remember the cop came back out to my house, and he goes, oh, I remember talking to you guys. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I wanted to break it up with handcuffs and like screaming and yelling because I was like, something's wrong here. And I was like, it was Heather or my sister, which obviously it was both of them.
What's Hailey's phone number?
She doesn't have.
I know. You said she didn't have a work. Do you know the go-go phone that she
I gotta find the box that it's written on. That's what I've been looking. I don't know the phone number.
Okay, but it's written on the box of the thing?
It is, or that guy Joey who she lives with, whose truck it is, they're driving around, the white truck. Jeff.
Heather or Hailey?
Jeff, that guy's the guy that has the phone now.
What? I'm asking about Hailey's phone.
That's who has the phone. It was Hailey that she just got.
Joey does.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I said, what happened to the phone that I just got from my sister because she was texting her boyfriends. Okay. And she's had the phone for less than 4 days, and now the cops said don't let her leave the house, and I go, well, I didn't let her leave the house, but she said she called, she's texting him. I have a picture of the screenshot. They came over. It came over to my house while we were gone. Yeah. So me and Heather are both gone. Hailey's got people coming in the back door, and I'm going. Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So
how can you track someone without their phone? I mean, she quit her job because she was being prostituted out with her ex-boyfriend that's missing too. Alex went to church with her. I'll give you his address. Like I've been putting all this together for a while now.
That's in your phone at the
It's not just that I wrote things down and I was like fact checking, like making sure I'm not just going around going, hey, that guy's Russian, he must be a rapist. You know, like,
is this? No, it's for you guys. Oh. Yeah, for you guys.
I have a picture of her boyfriend. I have the address.
She's saying he should have the phone of Hailey's.
Okay.
So is that Joey? Joey has Hailey's phone. Right?
Far as I've been told, which I haven't
been told.
Yeah, I haven't been told much of the truth.
In theory, he should have Hailey's phone.
Okay.
Cool. So, okay.
And he's the hacker guy, so he's hacked the phones, and I don't know what they do.
Oh, okay.
They're like IT specialists. So I was like,
oh, wow.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I've had this happen to me before. I knew a guy that was like in the computer hacking, and I was just like, it blew my mind. I couldn't believe the dark web.
Yeah.
They bounce their signals and do all this crazy.
Yeah, stuff is wild.
Detectives steer the interrogation back towards how Heather ended up dead on the porch, and how Shannon claims not to have noticed.
Listen to me for a second, okay? I understand about the whole meat thing. I get it, right? That's
I meant like I was taking all her stuff that she brought that was blocking the front door.
I know.
Okay.
I'm a homeowner. Detective Mahan's a homeowner. You're a homeowner. Well, generally people take pride in their homes, right?
Yeah.
If there's going to be some sort of, and you even said you can't yell at the neighbors and call them baby killers and cut down trees and stuff, because you know, I have to live in this neighborhood. This is my house. I pay for it. You know, but with all that, if there is a foul odor, I mean, it is normal human behavior to try to track down what that odor is.
I've been looking for it for days.
But if you're just stepping over it, that doesn't make any sense to me.
I've been looking for it for days. They came over. I thought it was coming from the garbage can. I just dumped out that garbage can that's sitting in the front yard. It's been there for weeks. Mm-hmm. I thought that's where it was coming from.
Okay.
I wasn't sure where it was coming from. I got new neighbors. Everyone just had their cookout. Trash. You ever thrown chicken?
Yeah, I have. No, listen.
I haven't been outside till like today and yesterday when they came over.
Yeah. So
I mean, besides going out on the other night.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm asleep. I go out. I went out at night. I'm not smelling it. I saw the flies, and I found the meat, and I found the actual like maggots on the porch from the food that was in a container that was sitting right there where that was.
All the maggots from the ground. There were no maggots in the food container.
Yes, there was.
I looked at the food container.
I showed it to the guy that came.
Okay.
I showed him, and I said I thought that's where they were coming from because I opened it up and there were maggots.
Okay. And now I don't want to get into a huge deep discussion because I certainly wasn't there earlier today. But the detectives who were out there earlier today did the impression that you didn't want them to go on the front porch. And then they said when you finally did go on the front porch, you kind of tossed something like over that pile.
It was all wet.
What was that?
It was all wet. It rained, and it was like, I sprayed it down. I've been spraying down the stuff for the bugs. I put 7 dust down. I've been trying to figure out what's coming from it. Spraying the Roundup. I've been trying to figure it out. I've been in my room. I've went out. I've come back. I looked for my sister. I've called my godmother. I've told her all this crazy going on.
One of the most important things is honesty and getting accurate answers of things, right? I don't really look at myself as an investigator or anything like that. I'm a glorified secretary.
I should be one.
I'm a fact finder, right? My job is to come into a situation without really any background and try to find as close to the truth as what will happen. And I say as close to the truth as what will happen because people have different perspectives of things. Mm-hmm. And I'm never going to say that I have 100% the truth unless it's like all caught on video.
Yeah, you got like 2 sides of the story and then the truth. Or
sure.
You have outside, have someone that has nothing to do,
sure.
Or neutral.
But part of the big things a lot of people don't think about is everyone looks at everything and they go, the law is black and white. Everything's black and white. It's this, it's that. And that's not really the case, right? What Detective Mahan and I can both tell you is that there are a lot of shades of gray in a lot of different laws, right? Mm-hmm. And what I have seen in all the cases that I've had go to trials is the juries of peers, when people look, because these interview rooms, I mean, if it comes down, there's always a first interview, whoever it is, right? Mm-hmm. There's always a first interview of the first person who ends up committing the crime, right? Mm-hmm. And they'll see, and the jury can see them lie and say things that don't make sense, and they use their common sense. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. I don't understand what's going on. And then later on, they want to stand up and be like, oh, well, I was scared. You know, Detective Saunders is so intimidating and mean and all this other foolishness. And it almost never works. But what I can tell you is human nature, right? Human nature, people go with their gut. And they like things. If things make sense, they feel good about it. That's what I said. But if it doesn't make sense, they're like, and they're throwing flags and their alarm bells go off and everything like that. Okay.
That's how I found out my ex-girlfriend was cheating on me. She kept throwing that at me.
Well, there you go. So you know to follow your gut, right? And what I'm telling you right now, as a professional who does this for a living and supports my family, people who are not in this room, if they end up watching this interview, they are not going to believe what you're saying. But what I'm saying here now is, I think that something happened and you panicked and you didn't know what to do. Okay? And if that's it, I need to know now. of what happened. Okay? We're still looking for Hailey,
Yeah.
but Heather has been on your porch for days.
Are you serious?
Days. Okay? Walking over it, stepping over it. Oh, I don't know. And this back and forth, like, people are not going to look at this and say, oh, yeah, that's something that I would, I get it. It's, and one of the biggest issues is we had an argument on this day, and then.
Well, we weren't arguing when we came. That's the thing, is we weren't arguing. It was just like she left, and then she said, I'll be back. And my sister, her and Hailey got into a fight. We weren't actually fighting. I was trying to keep her from getting a DUI, and I just was trying to take her keys. We were like fighting.
Okay. And I wasn't
She
there.
just slammed me against the wall, hit me, and was like, I'm leaving, and then she's done this.
And I wasn't there. And
I know, I'm just telling you what happened.
And I'm not here to pass judgment, but I very intentionally, when I come and I sit down and I talk to people, and I think you can see outside of the forms where I ask you what your name and nickname and your date of birth and all that, I don't really write anything down because I try to listen to all the words that you say, right?
Yeah.
There are so many people that we talk to in this life that don't actually listen to us. But I try to listen to you. And what I have learned from you is that you're a very caring person.
Yeah, I'll give you the shirt off my back.
You took in your sister after your mom died under those circumstances, and you've been caring for your sister. You've taken in Heather, who's been running around on you with every Tom, Dick, and Harry in the neighborhood.
I didn't.
Sure, work with. But all of these people are taking advantage of you. They're running you dry of money.
But she wasn't. At first, she's going to get 2 lawsuits.
Just listen to me for a second.
I'm sorry.
You know, you say you find out these people are running you dry of money. All the phones are in your name. You owe the cell phone companies money. You know, people keep telling you they're going to give you money. They don't ever give you money. You're the one that pays for the house. Your name's on the house, but you said you can barely afford your mortgage payment.
Well, no, my mortgage payment is the problem. It's the fact that nobody's paying me, and I was like, everyone's trying to move into my house,
sure.
And I'm like, okay, because you don't want to pay wherever you're coming from.
But I'm telling you what you've told me and what I have learned from you from listening to you, and it seems like there have been a lot of stresses in your life that were brought by Heather and her other foolishness that she has going on.
It wasn't necessarily that. It wasn't that way to start with. It was when all of a sudden she started blaming my sister and like saying that the Russians were like doing this and that. So I don't know.
Okay.
I think she fabricated
a lot of this infighting that she brings to it, a lot of this internal fighting and turmoil is bringing a lot of these issues in your life, right?
Well, it's triggering me because of my mother.
And when it builds up and there's an argument, whether it be fighting, argument, whatever, I'm just using your words. There's an argument and then this happens, right? There's going to be an autopsy. We're doing an autopsy tomorrow. We are going to be able to narrow down her time of death pretty accurately.
Overdosed or something.
Right? We're going to have to look at everything, right? But at the end of the day, I don't think that if we went out right now and showed people this interview and kind of explained the backstory, and if we asked 100 random people on the street, I'm not sure that we could find 10 that would believe your circumstances at all, right?
Because she keeps like twisting the story.
But
she's been feeding all this information to me that I don't know is true.
So, but I am sitting here telling you, let's take all of that aside. All of this other she's been feeding you, right? She can't feed you anything if she's dead. She's been dead.
No, I meant this was before.
She's been dead for days, right?
Like how many days?
I don't know yet, but I'm telling you days, okay? And you have been fed misinformation by someone for a very long time. You've been financially taken advantage of.
Well, the boyfriend, they're not. I told you I'm financially okay because I have pension and 401k.
I'm not judging your money situation.
I'm not like trying to like. It's not worth my life over. It's not worth.
Listen, you can be Jeff Bezos worth $92 billion, and if he finds out that $5 billion's gone. He's not just going to be like, well, at least I have $87 billion left. He's still going to be like, where's my $5 billion, right? Yeah. So the financial situation, that's not what I'm talking about. Someone taking your money, whether you have $10 or $10.
They weren't taking my money.
They were taking advantage of your money and your generosity.
Well, I was helping them, yeah. I thought.
Well, sure. You have expressed frustration about being.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm just hungry. I haven't eaten.
I get. But what I'm trying to tell you, Shannon, is in this situation, it is critically important for you to be open and honest, even though it can be so difficult. It is so important to be like, listen, this is what happened. I panicked. People can understand a lot of things, like I said, as long as it makes sense. If A leads to B leads to C, that's fine, right? I know the ABCs. You can't tell me M comes after
right,
D.
No,
it doesn't happen, right?
I understand.
So we need to kind of cut through all this stuff. There's been a lot of ramblings. There's been a lot of stuff.
I've been taking the
happened?
medication that's been making that, so I stopped taking that because it was like, I think it was making me more neurotic and like the medicine.
Yeah.
That I shouldn't have been on to start with, and then drinking on top of it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's times where I blacked out and we've gone places and I'm like, oh, where did this come from? Like, oh, you don't remember? And I'm like, no, I remember, but I was like, that's why they were like, they took. When this first happened and we were fighting, and they took my guns and put them in a lockbox, and I said, no violent contact. And I was like, yeah, I'm not trying to be violent. We've been making up ever since.
Yeah.
This fight just happened the other day because I was trying to restrain her from going out and getting DUI.
Yeah.
The sister, I don't know what they fought about.
Okay.
Half the time, I don't know what they talk about. So she comes in here, she's like, yeah, your sister said this, your sister said that, and I'm like, okay. And I ask my sister, and she'll be like, yeah. I was like, so which one is it? Is it black or is it white? And she's like, yeah.
So what happened to Heather?
I have no idea.
You don't have any idea?
No.
There's a dead woman on your porch.
No, she disappeared, and I said I didn't keep looking for her because she disappeared for a week at a time. I don't sit out on the porch.
She didn't disappear. She died in your home, and she stayed at your home.
She died on my front porch?
She died. I don't know exactly where.
Okay,
I'm not going to sit here and act like Nostradamus, like I know everything.
I know.
But I'm telling you, I do that. I support my family doing this. Okay.
I understand.
I take my job very seriously.
I understand.
I've been doing it a long time, and I'm talking to you. I'm telling you that there's things you're not telling me, which I think is not good for your best interest. In all honesty, right? So, I will ask for the last time, what happened to Heather?
I don't know.
You have no idea.
She left and didn't come back. I have no idea.
Where'd she leave to?
I don't know.
What car did she leave in?
She left.
How?
She left. I think she went after my sister. She left. Like, just left.
Did she tell? Is she on foot? She on a scooter? She on a bike?
I don't
she in a car?
I don't know. She could have had someone pick her up. She didn't leave in the truck because Jeff needed it the next day for work. And we were all going to work together because we're trying to get on the base. And she's like, I don't feel good. My stomach hurts. I don't feel good. And I was like, this has been happening with her for months. And it's every time she gets paid, she goes on a party bender, comes back, and then she's like sleeps for a couple of days.
She has stomach issues.
She's got all kinds of issues. But
what day was that when she was having stomach issues?
Friday.
Friday was the day she was having stomach issues.
Yeah, she said.
And is that the same day that she left?
She left Friday night or Saturday. Friday night, she disappeared. I don't know what happened. She said she got into an argument with my sister, and then like I was half the time I'm DJ. I'm playing my music, or I'm like sleeping. I don't hear a lot of this stuff. But like she's like left, and she leaves in the middle of the night. This has happened to me before too. Like I wake up and I'm like, what happened? Well, I couldn't sleep. So I go, and she's always like looking out the window. So
she had stomach issues Friday. Is Friday when she left?
I think so.
Okay. So
I think so.
But you see her.
I thought she came back to the house Saturday. I thought I saw her. I thought I heard her voice, and she's like, "I'll be back," and I was like, "Okay."
So you last saw her Friday. You thought you heard her Saturday.
Pretty sure that was her. Came back because she was like, "I'll be back."
Okay.
And she said something about Hailey's phone and trying to find my sister. And I've been looking around. She's like, stay here in case she comes back. And I said, okay. Well, she never came back that I know of, unless I was asleep, because I just changed the locks. Literally.
So let me ask you a question, okay? If we go through this, you said you have no idea what happened, you didn't have anything to do with this, nothing, right? If we go through this process and I find evidence that you were responsible for Heather's death and there's a second interview, what are we going to say then? I mean, you know, like what am I supposed to say? Because at that point I sit down and I'll say, Shannon, like, we had a conversation that night. I approached you very calmly, respectfully, nicely. Like,
well, I've had a concept of time in days and years. When I was younger, I had a lot of head injuries. I got some accidents, and I was like just drinking, being medicated. Sometimes I lose track of the days. I don't leave. And I'll sleep all day and night. Sometimes I'm like, oh, and it's like, oh, it's PM now, and this is not untrue. People know that about me.
Okay.
And Heather did the same thing, and I was like, wonder if she was poisoning me with the medicine that she was giving me.
You think Heather was poisoning you?
Investigators questioned Shannon regarding reports her neighbors made about hearing gunshots around the time Heather went missing.
But the guy in the backyard, his name's Sam, and he's been to my house, and he's the one that gave my sister the abortion. He's got babies buried in the backyard, and she's been screaming and yelling at this guy constantly. And he lives directly by my house, and there's another guy lives over here who she said was the Filipino pastor, and then there's another guy over here.
So who shot the gun?
I have no idea.
Well, if you're out there when everyone's hooting, hollering, screaming,
how do I not hear the gunshots? I was DJing in my room. Like, that's the only way I didn't hear it.
We're right back to what makes sense and what doesn't make sense, because you can't say you're in your room DJing and say I don't know anything about gunshots. I'm like, well, it was when people were yelling.
No, I mean,
oh yeah, we were yelling at each other. Like,
no, she was yelling at them. I don't know. She was yelling at them, and then I was like, I came out there later on. Hey man, you need to stop. And then we got to yelling back and forth, but that's what she does. And I was like, I don't know what happened besides that. I didn't realize there had been any gunshots. The police never came. They weren't like, hey, you hear some gunshots? Because I would have answered them that night and been like, no. Come in and check it out. Just like when I let them all come in the house and look. Come look. Come in the garage. Come look in the backyard. Is there any...
And they find a body in the front porch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That part.
Imagine.
No, it's not.
I'm not trying to make a.
No, I'm not laughing. I'm just like, I don't know what happened because.
No, you're just saying like I would have been so helpful. I would have let the police come in and
I
look
did.
around. But
no, I did.
You did let police come in twice, today, and they found a dead body on your.
I let
porch.
Heather and her daughter come in and look around, and I let the cops come in and look around. This is day what? But how many days has she been missing?
I don't know. You tell me.
Saturday. Still no sister that I know of. I just changed the locks. You see that I've changed the locks.
Detectives go back to the altercation between Heather and Shannon earlier in the year.
That was just like threatening, but we're not.
I understand.
I just know it sounds bad. That's why I'm like,
ugh. No,
I was yelling at her. I was drunk. I was mad. I felt like, and this was like in January.
Okay.
So it's not.
What did you tell her though?
I don't know. It just your whole family.
Was there anything about wanting to kill her?
Probably, but it was just venting. I was just angry because I was like, but I would never. I have a buddy we used to live with that hunts, and that's where a lot of those guns came from. I think I killed Bambi once, and it made me not want to eat meat anymore.
Yeah, that could be why your stomach is upset.
Why?
Because of Heather's dead on your front porch.
That's not why my stomach's been messed up for months.
I'm not trying to make brevity of the situation.
No,
but
it's not.
Listen, Shannon, look, put yourself in my position. It looks a whole hell of a lot like you committed a murder. It looks a lot like that. I'm not saying it definitively, But what I'm telling
you... That's why I'm freaking out, because it looks like...
Everything
because of what happened when we were fighting back then, and I did send those texts, it doesn't look good.
But everything is looking like this, right? And that's why I'm telling you, I'm sitting here, I told you there's always a first interview. A lot of times there's a second, third, fourth, whatever. But that first interview is so important. Because if we know all the details in the first, it really helps everything out, right? Because I'm telling you, Shannon, it looks like a murder. And you're like, oh, that's crazy. I was just stepping over her body for days and days. I had no idea.
It didn't smell.
Bullshit. It does smell.
Well, I
do this for a living. It smells.
I didn't know where it was coming from.
Okay. But
hands down,
that doesn't make sense. But if it's listen, this happened, I panicked, I didn't know what the to do because we had no violent contact, and then all of a sudden she's dead. That is something that myself and outsiders can... Okay, that I can make a logical jump here. But right now we're trying to go through the ABCs.
I understand.
Forwards, backward, A, W, B, T, Z. There's no logical progression through what we're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, am I accusing you of murder? Not quite, but I'm telling you it looks a lot like you committed a murder. And if there is anything outside of that, I need to know now.
Okay, we went and checked
Who killed Heather?
Whoever she pissed off. Besides me. Whoever she blew the whistle on.
Whoever she pissed off that wasn't me?
No, not me. No, I mean, not me. No. That's not what I mean. The guys that she's been screaming and yelling at would be a good guys to start looking at. The guys that she's been sitting on the chair out there screaming and yelling to my backyard at these people.
Okay.
That's who I would look at.
Okay.
Because otherwise, I don't know. My sister's gone, and I'm the one holding the bag.
Mm-hmm.
So I see how it looks, and that's what I said. This looks bad. That's why I'm freaking out.
Who put her on the porch?
I'm not strong enough. I have no idea. I'm not strong enough to fill her up. She's all the way.
So did you ask somebody to move her there?
No.
Okay, there's a bag with big ice packs and between her legs. Who put that there?
I don't know.
No idea?
Maybe my sister did. I don't know. I just changed the locks on the door.
You said you've been trying to clean up the front porch, right? Were you out there with a vacuum cleaner trying to clean up? A little wet dry vac thing?
I was cleaning up the she spilled all over the porch. I didn't know she had the bottle of, what do you call it? The Fireball, and then she spilled Coke and stuff, and I've been cleaning up that porch every time she comes and goes away.
Okay.
Every time. Cigarette butts everywhere. Coke. Food.
Trash in your house.
That's an understatement. It's like the Tasmanian devil guy in every time she comes and goes.
Okay.
So.
Who covered her up with a sheet?
I don't know. Are they my sheets? No. I mean, a lot of that stuff's not mine. She cleans people's houses for a living. Like I said, there's been non-stop coming and going between my sister and her bringing stuff in the house and her. And I'm like, where'd this go? And then I'm like, what happened to this? Where'd that go? She was stealing weed from me. I don't care. It's just money. I don't care. Like I said, I can go get a job anywhere doing anything, but I can't have keep getting in trouble, and try to get a real job.
Uh-huh.
But, I'm in the union. I could call them right now and go back to work. I've just been trying to figure out what to do with my sister. Put her in a halfway house, or put her in a Hubbard house, or put her in a home with other special needs girls like her. Because as far as I'm concerned, it's out of my control. It's out of control. I have no idea that this is going on. This is what Heather just kept telling me. And I asked my sister, and she's kind of like, yeah, we get that. We both do the same thing. When you talk to her, you'll go, oh. You'll see.
I hope I get the chance to talk to her.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah, I hope I get the chance to talk to her.
Because she knows what happened.
She does?
She has to.
So prior to Monday, you could walk from your front door to the screen door without having to step over or onto anything?
Yes.
Okay. And then Monday is when there starts to be like a pile of stuff?
I think it was Monday.
And you...
It's Tuesday. 4th of July.
4th of July was Tuesday.
Yes,
yeah.
Monday. Because that's when they started ranting and raving. And I was like, I don't know. I've talked to my godmother. I was like, I'm worried about Heather and Hailey because they're both gone.
And nobody else has been in your home since Saturday?
Jeff.
Well, but
Jeff.
In your home unsupervised, I guess, I mean.
Not that I know of.
Okay, besides you.
Besides me, and I went out, I went and saw the show downtown at Myth. I was gone for a while then.
What was that show at Myth?
It was Aphrodite. It was a show. Anyways, it was on Monday, I think. Yeah, it was Monday night.
Monday night. That was when the thing was Aphrodite.
I think so. I have proof that I went there. I have people I've been trying to talk to.
No, I'm just trying to
this looks bad.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to. So the last time you physically saw Heather was Friday.
I thought I saw Heather. Because she said, I thought I heard her say, I'll be back.
That was Saturday, you told me.
I thought it was Saturday.
Okay. But, that's right, so Friday, Saturday, whatever. But from Saturday, we'll be generous and say Saturday to that time, there was no unsupervised anybody else, to the best of your knowledge, in your home until Monday when you started making the pile. And prior to Monday, you could walk unimpeded from your front door to the screen door, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so why were you moving all of her stuff out? Did anyone help you come and move her shit out? It was just you?
No, that's when Jeff and her daughter came in. They took everything that was worth anything. The computers came in the house. They said, let me go look just to see. I had unlocked my studio.
Were they coming in the back door or the front door?
They came in the front door.
Okay.
They came in the front door and the back door. And that was yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yesterday was...
Tuesday, July 4th.
That's when they came. Brought her stuff.
Okay.
And I've been piling it up ever since then. I've been piling it up in the garage because I don't want them in and out of my house all the time. Like, break. Do whatever you need to do. That's why I opened up my house. Jeff looks around. Daughter looks around. Here's your stuff. Meanwhile, I'm packing up all her shit.
Did they go in the garage at all?
They didn't. The cops came back and looked in the garage. They came back several times. They came and looked in the garage and looked around. And I'm like, I haven't seen her. And it's not like... because I don't want to see her. It's because I'm genuinely concerned about her and my sister, and now I see why that I was freaking out.
Okay.
Because she's gone.
Yeah, she's dead.
And I thought that was my... oh, God, dude.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
All right, Shannon. We'll be right back with you, okay? Hang on for me.
What do I do?
Be patient for me.
I'm gonna try. I need some more food, dude.
Alright, I'll bring you another beef steak.
Thanks. Oh my God, Heather. What the man? I can't believe you. God. I'm being framed, man. Oh my God.
Alright, Shannon. Got one last thing I want to talk to you about.
Alright.
We're going to process the scene.
Okay.
And as you know from watching Law & Order 48, 2020, Dateline, whatever the hell.
I don't know how much truth there is to that. That's why if people watch TV shows, I try to...
We do a lot of DNA tests and stuff like that.
Okay.
Would you consent to me getting a collection of your DNA from a cheek swab? It's rubbing a Q-tip on the inside of your cheek. I'll take it and compare it to evidence against the scene.
Sure.
Shannon signs paperwork consenting to provide a DNA sample. Detectives now want to talk to her about Hailey. Did she suffer the same fate as Heather?
So we are actively trying to find Hailey.
So if...
Do you have any idea where she would be?
I don't. I had no idea all this was going on, to tell you the truth.
Okay.
I had no idea she was running the street. I thought she'd go to church. She was all happy, mow the grass. I saved her from my evil mom, who's like Heather's mom. I like my mom. I don't know, it just sounds insane, so that's why you're like, I'm like...
What do you mean?
Just everything just sounds insane. It just sounds like... I just can't believe this is even happening.
So, I know you said those 3 guys behind you or whatever.
Well, I don't know who else. I don't know who else is involved. I said I have the 20 names, and I gave the police that, but I can give you that because you're the detective.
Open up. Alright, there you go. See?
No COVID test?
Painless.
Okay. I'm trying to kid. This isn't funny. I'm sorry. I'm having.
You gotta make.
No, I'm not. It's not. I'm not making.
You're not laughing.
I'm not laughing. I'm trying not to
Heather,
freak out and cry and make you guys seem like I'm a crazy person. What?
There you go. See?
Okay.
Doesn't hurt. That's all it is.
You guys need to check anything else, like gunpowder. I mean, all right. Oh my God, dude.
I know this may seem like a silly question, but I ask it in
Nothing
relative sincerity.
Not a silly question.
Do you have any questions for me?
I know how the ice packs got there. I think I threw some away because she got these things from the chef, the thing you order your food.
Mm-hmm.
The green chef or whatever.
Yeah, like the green box, you mean?
Yes.
It's like HelloFresh?
Yes,
or...
correct.
Yeah.
Correct. She was collecting a bunch of that. I had it in the freezer, and I have like 4 of them, and they're like this big.
Yeah, real big, yeah.
I took some of them and took them out, and that might be where they ended up.
Where did you take them out of?
Well, I took them out in the backyard, and there's some, I don't even know where this came from. Like,
you took
she
them
brought
out to
up.
the backyard?
No, I like took them. I thought I threw some of them away, or I threw them on the front porch. I'm not sure. Like I said, they kept coming. The police came. Her kids came.
Give me your date of birth one more time, Shane.
But they came back and forth at me like this before, and I was just like, I don't know.
So you're gonna say you took 2
I'm
ice
not
packs.
sure. I'm not
Hang on,
sure. I'm not sure if that's what was in the bag. Is what I'm saying.
When you threw them away, did you put them in the garbage bag like with other, or were they by themselves?
I don't know. I just threw them out on the porch because they were taking up room in my freezer.
Okay.
And I'm not sure.
And they just happened to land on her body?
I had 4 or 6 of them. My
You
sister.
threw all of them away?
No.
Okay.
The rest of them were in the freezer still.
Okay.
That's why when you asked that, I was like, I'm not really sure, but like I have 4 or 6 of them, period. And I was like, I don't need all these.
Okay, so
the
ice packs that were there,
in a black bag.
Yeah, you put them there?
I think so. I threw some out, but I didn't realize I had too many of them. So I had my ice machine wasn't really. We were gonna do the 4th of July, and we were gonna come over and we were all gonna cook out. Jeff, her daughter, the dog.
Anything else?
That's all I got. Like that's the only explanation I have for it.
Okay, alright.
Is I'm not.
And no any other idea where we could find Hailey? Because we're putting her in as a missing person. So
she is a missing person. Do you need her birthday?
No, I think we found it. What's her middle name?
Lynn.
Okay.
Yes.
What's her birthday, just in case I need it? Alright. Yeah, we're putting her in as a missing person now, so...
I don't know if my sister even had fingerprints. Like, my sister...
Everyone has fingerprints.
No, I mean, like, fingerprinted, like...
Oh, on file?
Dental, yeah, like, dental, fingerprinted, stuff like that.
Well, we don't have to worry about that if she's alive. Why are you assuming she's dead?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying I don't have any records of that because of my mom. Like, I don't know what her blood type is. I don't know the other people that she could be hanging out with. Like I said, she left one day, rode her bike around for like 10 hours. It's raining. I said, where you been all day? And she's like, riding my bike. And I was like, for 10 hours? I was like, oh yeah. And then like times where she's needed to change her pad because she's not all there. Like, her IQ's 48, but I was like, there's stuff that she does where I'm like, I thought she killed my mom. And I was freaking out. I locked the door when I first got her because I was like, I don't know what I'm dealing with here. And I still don't. But I think if Heather hurt her and they were going to be, like she said that she was going to be her new mommy and that Heather hurt her and she cost those guys money. My sister's been like out of commission because I kept her away from whoever was making money off of her since basically January. And then she was with my godmother for 4 months. And then she came back. Like I said, people were driving by my house, and Heather's out there on the front porch smoking cigarettes. And I was like, you're making me have anxiety. I was like, you're like feeding like everybody that drives by who's got neon lights in their car is Filipino.
Yeah. And
they eat cats and dogs too. So I was like, you can't.
Well,
so
I think that's it. I don't have any other
what can we
questions.
do? What do I need to do and not let Hailey know if she comes back? Like not like not let her know that hey they've been looking for you. Just be like, oh hey you're back, okay cool, and then just
call police immediately.
Yeah, I gotta get a new number.
Yeah.
I gotta get all that stuff.
No,
like, I feel like I've been hacked, and I feel like a lot of just really things like you said that don't make sense.
Yeah.
They don't make sense. That's because they're lying. I'm like, I've had head injuries, and when I say I repeat myself,
Yep.
I'll always tell you the same story. Might kind of be jumbled, but originally the story goes back to that. Like you said.
Oh well, things don't make sense.
Well, I understand.
You know why crime doesn't pay? Because it doesn't make sense.
Guess that's a good point.
Mm-hmm. All right, I don't have any other questions or anything.
So
for you,
what
okay?
are we doing? Like, what can we do now? Like.
We have to finish up some paperwork.
Okay.
We're still filing a missing persons report for Hailey.
Okay.
We are going to hold your home until tomorrow sometime. It's going to be sealed. No one's going to be allowed to go into it.
So what do I do? I have to go.
You're going to jail tonight. You're going to be arrested.
Why?
For what was that? Written threats to do bodily harm.
Yeah.
Written threats to do bodily harm.
From back then.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was like, even though we've resolved that and we didn't have, we just went to court, like, literally, to resolve all this. We just went to, like, the victim's advocate to, like, help my sister out. And then all this happened. Like, we weren't fighting about that. Like, I don't know what she was fighting with my sister about.
Okay.
So why isn't she the person that you guys are holding? My sister? Because you can't find her. I got that part. Yeah. But, like... Why am I being held? Because
you wrote threats to kill somebody.
But I didn't kill anybody.
Okay, well, there's a dead person on your front porch.
I understand that, but I didn't kill anybody, is what I'm saying.
All right. The act of writing something, I'm going to kill you, is a crime.
Oh, my God.
In the state of Florida.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was resolved. Like, oh, my. Like, I thought this was, like, all resolved when we went to court, and we're like, okay, there's no violent contact, and we're like, okay, cool, everything's good, and she's went to court with me ever since then, and we like.
Yeah, no, sorry.
So. So like, me threatening her boyfriend and all this other stuff, and they end up dead. I'm person of interest number one.
No, you can threaten somebody to kill them, and they can live a full, healthy, happy life, and it's still illegal. Their
What is this
their
word?
heart rate doesn't mean anything. It's a state law. It's called written threats to do bodily harm. You cannot. You can't threaten to kill anybody anyway. But if you use words, that's against the law. But if you write down, "I'm going to kill you," then.
And just in the text messages.
Yeah, that's writing.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just trying to understand the laws, how that, because like I was just ranting, raving. I wasn't like I'm actually going to kill somebody.
Well.
Yeah, I understand the body on the front porch. I got that part.
Yeah.
But what if someone else, like she threatened to kill me too? I mean.
Well, we're gonna continue on with the investigation. I can't ask her about anything right now.
I understand. I understand that. We can ask my sister then when you find her.
Yeah, once we find her, I'd like to talk to her. Anyway, all right. Thank you for your time, Shannon.
Thanks, guys. Sorry.
No problem.
This has turned out to be this kind of month. Man. This is so bad.
Alright, Shan. Let's stand up, face the wall for him.
Hey, just turn up and interlock your hands together like a prank. There we go. There you go.
Shannon is charged with written threats to do bodily harm and taken to jail. Her bond from the January battery charge is also removed. Evidence from the scene and the autopsy report points towards Shannon. As investigators build their case, Hailey is found alive and well. 2 weeks later, detectives bring Shannon back in for another round of questioning, but this time she asks for her attorney.
So, I'm not going to ask you any questions until you answer kind of unequivocally this way. Do you want your lawyer present or not?
I would like that. I would like them at least have the right to not answer the questions and see what it is that you're trying to discuss to see where we're at, what's going on.
Okay.
Because I would like to know, because I don't know how Heather is no longer with us. Okay. So, do you know how that she died?
Yeah, I do. I do know that.
Okay.
She was murdered by you. You shot her multiple times and then let her die and decompose in the front porch. So you're being arrested today for second-degree murder and tampering with evidence.
I didn't shoot her.
Okay.
No, I didn't shoot her.
Okay. Well, I'm going to finish up paperwork. If you need anything, please call out.
So, did you question my sister?
We've done it. I'm not going to go over the whole investigation with you. Like you've said, you wanted a lawyer with you.
I know. But have you questioned my sister?
I'm not going to go over the whole investigation with you. We've talked to multiple people involved in this investigation, and all roads have led back to you. So you're being arrested for second-degree murder and tampering with evidence. Okay?
How is tampering with evidence?
Cleaning up the crime scene.
I didn't clean up the crime scene.
Okay. So you asked for a lawyer present, so I can't really ask you.
Yeah, I just didn't know how she died, so I'm like, I have no idea why I'm being held.
Yeah, she was shot.
She was shot.
Yeah, by one of your guns.
By one of my guns that was stolen.
No, one of the guns that you said is yours.
The one that was stolen.
No, the guns that you said was yours in the first interview. I'm not going to go into anything.
But I have a police report where that gun was stolen. Whichever gun it was, that are mine. They reappeared when Heather came back, because she's like, they were supposed to not be in the house, and I asked the police if she was chasing these Filipino guys around, and they were coming by the house, and the black guys that were pimping out my sister came by.
All right.
We can't really discuss anything. If you want to talk to us if you want to waive your right to an attorney, that's fine. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. But we can't.
I would like my lawyer, but I'm like, I just wanted to know how she died, and now you're telling me that I shot her, and I did not.
Okay. All right. Well, Shannon, I'll be back with you here shortly, okay?
Okay. What does second degree mean?
It's just a classification. There's first degree, second degree, third degree.
I don't understand the classification.
So second degree, you can only be charged with first degree murder if you're indicted, right? First degree murder.
Wait, what does it mean?
So first degree murder means that it's premeditated, planned out. Second degree murder is just that basically you murdered somebody, but basically just you murdered somebody. Third degree is like you murdered someone, but you're being negligent or something like that. It's not used very frequently.
Okay, so I was just wanted to understand what I'm being charged with.
Yeah, sure.
And the fact that my sister hasn't been questioned about any of this.
I didn't say that.
Okay. I was just wondering if you could talk to her.
I told you I just can't go over the whole investigation with you.
Right, I understand.
All right.
Shannon McCarthy is charged with second-degree murder, tampering with evidence, and written threats to kill or do bodily harm. Investigators believe the couple's domestic conflict had been escalating for months, and that Shannon killed Heather during or after a confrontation where Heather may have been trying to end the relationship. During the early stages of the trial, Shannon pleads not guilty and planned to invoke Florida's Stand Your Ground self-defense law. But in 2025, she changes her plea to guilty as part of a negotiated agreement with prosecutors. She is sentenced to 30 years in Florida State Prison.